Hello and welcome to another video. In the past videos I have showed how you can use the messages module, and today we want to have a look at the use tab of your custom messages. So here in the use tab we have 4 more tabs. One of them is the send tab. Here you can basically just send your custom template into a channel. For example, here we have the general chat, and if you click send message, then you will see that Sapphire just sends that message into the channel. This is pretty simple how that works, and you could, for example, just immediately just make some changes to your template and just send it again, and they will, you don't even need to hit save changes, they will be applied immediately. So we could have also, for example, used a webhook for doing that. For that purpose I have already created a new webhook, and you will just paste it in, and if we click send message we can now switch back to the Discord, and as you can see again the same message gets sent, but in this time with a webhook. So this is that's about the send module here, and now we have also, for example, this edit module here. So here in the edit module you can basically edit any message which you have sent from Sapphire. So literally any message from Sapphire. You could just choose a message which is like from a month ago or a year ago, it doesn't matter. You can just choose it, and now if you paste that in, I mean you need the message link, obviously not the ID, sorry. Here we copy the message link, switch back to our dashboard, and if we paste it in, now you can see it got edited. So you can literally edit any message from Sapphire with that edit tab here. And of course, if you want to edit a webhook, you just paste in the webhook link here, and now it's not obviously the same message. Let's just switch back to our general chat, and now we'll copy this message link of the webhook message.
Captain Hooks are
no, okay. And now we just paste it in here, and let's make some changes because this is obviously the same message as before. Let's switch the color here. Well, that should be good enough, and if we edit that now, as you can see, also the webhook gets edited. So this is how the edit mode tab works, and now we have the schedule tab here. The schedule tab is also a very nice tool, a very handy tool, which can choose to, well, have a certain pattern of when this message, when your template is supposed to get sent into a channel. So first we can create a new schedule here, and then we will need to select a channel, for example the general channel, and next we will select an option. So we have 6 options here. We can either send this template at a specific date and at a specific time. We can, for example, use a short interval, for example, make the template get sent every few seconds, or every few minutes or hours. We can make the template get sent every day at a specific time, or we can make it sent weekly, and here as you can see you can just choose the days which the template is supposed to get sent. For example, if we could say only on Monday to Friday, but not on Saturday or Sunday. And well, you will again need to choose a time for that. And furthermore, we have the monthly option. Here you can literally choose any day of the month, and Sapphire will just send the template at these days of every month. If you have selected like the 31st of the month, then Sapphire will just not send it if the month doesn't have 31 days. So yeah, that's how that works. And yeah, we also have every X messages, so we can just say that Sapphire should send a message every few messages, for example let's say 3 here, and if we hit save changes we can just quickly test that. Here we will send a few messages here, and now Sapphire will also send a message after 3 messages here. So now I think that's about it for the schedule tab here. And the last thing which I wanna show here is the automation. Now the automation module is kind of similar to having an auto mod, where you have a user saying something and then you want the bot sending a message to the user. Well, you can just create a new automation, and well, we can now choose a channel. We can also choose several channels, or we can even use a whole category for that. And now we need to select what is going to trigger this automation. Now, for example, we can type in here hello there, and now we can choose an option here how exactly hello there will trigger this automation. For example, we can say that the message can be as long as you want, and the hello there just has to be in it. You can say that the message has to be equal to hello there. You can say that it has to start with hello there or end with it, or you can make a regex for that. Well, a regex, that's a whole another video. I would recommend to watch our tutorial for that, but you can also use regex here. And well, the last thing here are groups. Well, groups are just basically a group of words. Let's create a few one. Hello, my name is Ivo. So we have 5 words here. We can also say use whole sentences for that. My name is Ivo. Yeah, well, I didn't write it correctly, but doesn't matter. And now we can say, for example, we need at least 4 of these words to be 4 of these words to be in our message, so that this automation will get triggered, for example. So you don't have a certain pattern, but you have just these words, and if all of these words appear in that message, then you will have this automation get triggered. I think we can just try that. Let's switch back to Discord and just write that. Hello, my name. Dude, I can type. But as you can see, we have 4 of these words, and because of that, the automation will get triggered. Now, if we have a look at our dashboard, we can see we have this require spaces option, and it is disabled. So we don't even need the spaces between the words in this case. And well, I've just removed them, and now if I send this message, Sapphire will just trigger anyways, even though we don't have any spaces. If I just enable this option and save that, then this takes a second. We can just do the same thing here, just send it, and it won't trigger, since now we have the require spaces option enabled. So I think we got through the basic settings here, and now let's have a look at the advanced settings. So here, for example, the first setting is reply to the message. Well, if we disable that, then here, as you can see, Sapphire always replies to our message. But if we now do the same thing here, just copy paste it, and now as you can see, Sapphire sends the message, but this time Sapphire doesn't reply to us. That's the difference. And well, we could activate DM only. Well, this would mean that Sapphire will just DM us instead of sending this message in the channel here. So as you can see, I just received a DM, and well, this is just this template here. Well, what do we have else? Now let's disable that. And here, for example, we have a delete delay, or we have a cooldown. So let's just set a cooldown to this, 10 seconds. And let's also activate this here. No, let's just let this disabled, so I can show how that works. You will just do the same thing here, copy paste that, and it's saved, so it should work. Now as you can see, we have sent it here, but if we do it immediately again, Sapphire won't send the message, because we are now in the cooldown 10 seconds. So right about now we should be able to do it again, as you can see, but now we can't do it immediately again. We have to wait 10 seconds at least. So let's increase it a little bit, and now let's just activate DM and cooldown. The difference here basically is if you have to send this message here, well, now we are in the cooldown, and now if you do this again, Sapphire will just DM us because we are in the cooldown, but so if we have a cooldown, Sapphire won't send a message into a channel, but if we have this enabled, Sapphire will just DM this template to us, even though we have the cooldown still. So that's the difference there. And well, we can also set our delete delay for our automation here. Let's do this, set this to 3 seconds, and let's just save that. And if we switch back, we can just copy paste this, and now it's saved. And now we have triggered the automation, and after 30 seconds, Sapphire just automatically deletes this automation. I mean the template. Let's see if that works in the DMs. And as you can see, it doesn't delete in the DMs. It will still stay there. But if you do it in the channel here, Sapphire will delete it after 3 seconds. And well, the last thing here is excluding or including roles. Well, if you have a role excluded, then Sapphire will get triggered, or I mean this automation here will get triggered by anybody who does not have this role. So if you have this role, you won't be able to use this automation, and included is basically the opposite. If you have a role, then you're the only one who can use this automation, and someone with who doesn't have this role cannot use the automation. So yeah, I think that's about the use tab here. We got through it, and well, I hope it was helpful. If you have still any questions left, feel free to join the Sapphire support server, and well, have a nice day and goodbye.